I don't feel a loss of time at this point either. For a while there, I was feeling like I was out of time. But suddenly I feel like I'm right where I need to be, where revelation can happen.
It might be helpful, Mona, if you could explain the parts of the whole that just came together for you. I'd just like to understand that more or better, if you would, please.
Parts of the whole that came together to me were, as good as Chris's program is, my heart I realized I was looking at for a fix-it for everything. All the stuff that I've been going through, my emotional trauma and stuff like that. And it was only a small portion of the whole. There were things that were in my life that needed to be gotten rid of, that were causing me huge stress. And it's like yesterday, whenever I went to church, it all clicked. I don't know how to explain it. It just clicked. Being in the when people get intuitive hits and they get the chills and they have a physical sensation to it, when they hear truth, when you have a sense of the Holy Spirit and you're in the middle of it, it's even more powerful than what we experience here in Chris's stuff. Is the best way I can explain that. Unfortunately, it's very hard to find a program or a church that's more spirit-led than not spirit-led. So therefore, you have a bunch of people that are in church that are hurting, don't know it, and they hurt people that come to church. So it gets a bad reputation. And what shows up for me is the story of Jesus shows up not just in the Bible, but he shows up in other places too in the world, and there is documented records of that. So this is not just somebody that some story got made up about. Because when I first got in Chris's program and I started attending the master class event and the coaching event, especially the 5-day for the coaching, when I was just there, I was feeling physical sensations of release just being there. And I didn't know what was going on or how it was explained. But it put me in a place to be much more open and see other perspectives from a non-emotional point of view. Before, I've taken everything very literally, very personally, and I don't do that anymore. Unfortunately, when you're in those places, you have a lot of people that live by the rule of law, and they're very judgmental around that. They don't understand that people have stuff. They just make assumptions that if they can do it, you can do it too. And they don't know the journey that you're on, and they're not always empathetic. So when Chris talks about Joe Dispenza, he talks about the chemical coating and load up in your body for stuff that you make habits out of. It explains a lot when you talk about the sins of the father. They get passed down because we develop family patterns around their behaviors. And at that time, none of this stuff was known, but now that it's known, you have a way to break free from that past. And you have a way to have self-control, where it really doesn't give any directions in the Bible how to have self-control. It just says have self-control. Don't stir up chaos. Don't gossip and stuff like that. Cause strife. But they don't give you they don't give you tools. With Chris's program, I got tools on a different level to help me understand myself from a scientific perspective and a psychological perspective, as well as spirit, because I did connect with myself, but it wasn't in total alignment with who I am. And there were things in my life that needed to be let go of, that I was attached to. Didn't realize how much I was attached to it, not only mentally, emotionally, but physically as well, because I kept doing these same behaviors and I was hurting myself. And I kept repeatedly putting myself in a position to be hurt because I didn't know any different. But now I know different. And I know not to do that anymore. It's amazing what information can do for you.
Thank you for sharing your strength this morning, Mona.
Thank you for listening.
Yeah. Thank you.
There was a lot in that for me, Mona. Thank you. Yeah, I'm one of those people that's been going to church since I was a baby. And I grew up in the third pew on the right. So yeah. I get all of what you just said in a very deep way. So thank you for sharing that. And we have fellowship here.
I'm not saying that Chris's program is bad. I'm
No,
saying that
no.
for me, it was a tool to help me get past some stuff I didn't understand. And I'm not
Yeah, me
saying
too.
the church is bad. I'm not saying the church is bad. I'm just saying that it's not the way the rules are set up around quote unquote religion, and it's a very rule oriented society and very judgmental.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, agreed.
So if you find one that has more spirit involved in it, then you found someplace special.
Well, we're creating our own here.
Yeah.
And it's not religious.
I know.
At all.
I know. It's okay. It doesn't have to be.
Nope.
We're just learning how to love.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's fucking hurts.
Yeah. It does. I agree.
It fucking hurts.
Yeah. Learning to respect heartache and embrace it.
He is my hiding place. He always fills my heart with songs of deliverance. Whenever I am afraid, I will trust in Him. I will trust in Him. Let the weak say I am strong in the strength of the Lord. I will trust in Him. I will trust in Him. Let the weak say I am strong in the strength of the Lord. I will trust in Him. I will trust in Him.
Thank you. why we choose to hang on to the pain.
My reason why I hang out with the pain is to know myself even deeper. I used to brush it away so many times. And as much as it hurts, like I always come out the other side even stronger. So that's my reason why.
Yeah. We always think pain is a bad thing, but actually pain is just information that we can allow and give that permission. And as it's something that you can't really express because it's painful, it's deep. Nothing bad about it.
Yeah, I just noticed a deeply entrenched pattern around pain, and it's an association between pain and punishment.
And others.
And
I
for
feel
me,
pain.
that means the truth is coming to the surface. The truth about pain, about what it actually is.
Yeah, when others hurt us, we want them to feel our pain. We want them to be punished. It is a sick cycle. It's a sick human cycle.
In general, people are ignorant of the pain we cause.
It's all in blame. It's all in judge. It's all in victim. All in the past. All holding on to it. Choosing it. We call that history. And a pattern. Punishing love. That's why my heart aches.
Oh my.
Punish love. Thank you for the hugs, for the hearts, for the songs. For the words. No need to do it alone. No need to suffer alone. Because then the mind just runs loops. The mind just blames. There's no love in that. As if we know what love is, as if we know what it looks like, as if we know it like it was there in the past and it is always still to be created. And thank you for hearing my grief, hearing my heart, hearing it ache, hearing it punished. All it wants to do is express itself in the new way, in how it knows.
I just realized that being creativity has a hell of a lot to do with my relationship to pain.
People also forget about Christ when he was on this earth. You know, they all think that he was a sailor, he was just sailing through. where it was all about betrayal, rejection, being abandoned. In the end, put to death. And that was the journey, you know, that was the journey of him working through the pain, working through the rejection, working through people falsely accusing him, judging him, criticizing him, false blaming him, calling names. Yeah. So if he that had not sinned put to death, how much more you? Huh? How much more you? Not different. And that's the thing. We're not different here. Pain is pain. And that's what it is. And that is where we can work with that information now and see where we can push through it. It's nothing to be labeled. It's just what it is. And that is where you can sit in that uncomfortable, in allowing you to feel what you need to feel, to let it out. We hold on to things. Our body is a memory of what has been done, what has not been done, what is still to come. It's all in the body. And if we do not move the body, if we do not breathe, if we do not get our sleep, if we do not get the proper sunshine, if we do not allow ourselves to have a meditation of allowing us to relax our nervous system and knowing that the brain is going to keep chattering, it's not going to stop. It's just what it is. It's just emotions. That's what it is. It's not who you are. It's emotion that it's very real, but it's not who you are. People want to remind a person of who they were, what they did, what they didn't do. Yeah. Keep records. That's what's old. That's what needs to go. Let go. And that's a process. It's just a process. It's just one of the things that we allow and give ourselves that permission. Nothing to be labeled. There's no bad, there's no good. And when it comes to any kind of church or religion or whatever, just because it's a church doesn't mean they're Christians. Just because they are now all saints. No one is. That's the beauty of being a human. You cannot judge because you are not perfect. That's the thing. When people want to label other people and put them on pedestals, that's when you put yourself down and lower yourself, because no one is higher or lower than you. We are equal. So you want to call people fake? You want to call people, oh, they go to church, they should know? No, they don't know. They only know what they know. And that's what it is. You allowed to feel. You allowed to feel sad. You're allowed to be angry. You're allowed to be disappointed. But you're not allowed to be a victim. Because that is your choice. You choosing now. You can be pitiful or you can be powerful, but you can't be both. You got to choose. And this is not denying anything or anyone or who and where they are, but this is what the truth of the matter is here. The truth, if you want to know what the real core of truth is, that will set you free if you continue in it. You cannot be pitiful and powerful at the same time. You got to choose. What are you going to choose? And let it just be. Because that's what it is. And knowing about love, love is your birthright. That's who you are. No one can take that from you. When you truly know that you are loved and you are loved, that's your birthright. A lot of people can come tell you who you are, what you've done, whatever they want to tell you, whatever. You got to know for yourself. And when you know in your own heart and knowing who you are, no, you just need that one yes. You just need that one word. It doesn't even have to be a sentence. It can be one word as we start the day with our one word. We are the word. We are the light. We are the light. We are the way.
Create the part that's missing.
Yeah, create what you're missing. Personally, I think there's nothing missing because you are where you are, just where you are, in the perfect way, in the perfect order, just where you are. You know, people always think only they should be this, or only if they knew this, or only there could be this. You are where you are. You're exactly where you need to be. This is exactly where you need to be, with no judgment.
That's not
With
what's
no
missing.
judgment. No, but I'm saying from my point of view, I'm not saying with knowing. Well, personally, with missing, you know, create what you're missing, then you have to collaborate with that, because for me
No,
personally,
not
I
create
feel
what
there's.
you're missing. You didn't hear me.
Okay, lower the tone. The tone's getting a little like hyper. Just this is a conversation. I do not want it. If it's going to be heated up, then you can tell me if it's heated up, because I know when you need to talk and it's not coming into understanding, where people get a little uncomfortable, then they want to get all like really in your face. And I got no problem with that. But I would like to keep it as a conversation now. I'm just giving you up heads. I want this to be very clean and conversation wise. If it's going to get all like in your face and prove me, it's nothing about that, because I got no problem to talk. So I am talking now. This is just talking and giving information for what's coming up for me. And this is an open space. So people don't have to agree with it. But in the same time, I like the tone to lower down, because it is the tone also when you speak to someone, it starts getting a little like heated up. And I'm a very sensitive person too. So I'm also going to protect myself here, because this is very new for me. Okay. And if I'm going to come into a space that I can be vulnerable also and share what I'm feeling and what's coming up for me, because this is what it is. We're all coming together with only information. There's no right, there's no wrong. It's just information. So I'm just giving heads up. So if you want to share, then I'm listening. Go ahead.
Create the parts that are missing. You're right. We aren't missing anything in ourselves. Parts of the structures are missing. Parts of the environment are missing. Parts of our belief systems are missing. Create the parts that are missing.
I like to think of it more as remembering who you are. That what's missing. To remember who you really are. Because a lot of us don't know who we really are. Humanity doesn't know who they are. You think you know who you are. Because this is what you do, how much you have in the bank, this is this and this and this and this and this. And that's what makes people separated, because they think it's missing, or the structure. The structure is just creative. It's what it is. It's nothing has to go anything deeper. We've got to remember who we are. We've got to remember, come into remembrance of who you are. And that remembrance is this that we come together, reminding each other who we are. Bringing out the greatness, bringing out the genius, celebrating the good in the sense of all feelings, of all emotions, of all beliefs, of all structures in that sense. If you want to bring structure into that, of course, because it's everything structured. It's just structural, it's nothing personal. But we make it personal. We make it personal. because we got to be right. And that's what happens when you think you know it all, and then you want to make somebody else feel like they know nothing, and you leave them in that state. Believe me, your day is not going to go well. You maybe think you won the argument, but you didn't win the war. And that's the problem with people. There's still war. There's still war. We're still fighting a war.
Create what's missing from your completeness.
And I believe what's missing is more love. And at the core level, if we're remembering ourselves, then we're just love. So my invitation is sending love to pain, loving the pain.
Yes. Yes, Pascal. That's it. Our strength is made perfect in weaknesses. Our power is made complete in weaknesses. We are always whole, even in our weaknesses. We are strength, even in our weaknesses. When we fail, we still in our whole being. Is when we judge it, when we put blame on it, when we're harsh. Because no one can hurt you, only yourself. No one can hurt you. No one really can hurt you. You know that. When you truly know that, nobody, no offense, no criticism, no rejection, no abandonment, no nothing. But people also know the power. They also know power. Just like there's knowing of that goodness, they also know that there can be a trigger that they can know that they can master and help.
I believe people can hurt you, but if you're all love, you won't allow it into your being.
Mm-hmm. Well, the mastery is the mastering of being triggered is not the absence of it, right? So obviously, that's really the obviously. Obviously, if somebody you really, really love and says, "I don't love you," you know, that obviously it's going to hurt. The mastery of that is not the absence of being triggered. We're going to be triggered. As long as we're in this body, we're going to be triggered. And that is why we have to master the emotions of regulating of how we respond and not taking it personally. This is a level of maturity. This is a level of really growing up. Grow up. We can be childlike, but don't be childish. And we are walking around being still childish with each other. A real kind of intimate conversation is supposed to trigger you. If it doesn't, then nothing's working. If we don't come with this truth of what we're speaking in our heart, and we all go, yeah, let's agree, yeah, we all love each other, yeah. No, sometimes we don't. No, we don't. You maybe not say it, but you don't. Because it's clearly in the behavior, you see it. But that doesn't mean that anyone is here to not being in their truth, because that's what it is. When you're really truthful, people are not ready for that. They're not ready for it. We all say it, but we're not. And now I understand. Now I can really understand. We're not taking it personally, because it's nothing on me and it's nothing on you. It's just information. And I can disagree with somebody and still tell them, I love you. And I love you. And I will show you I love you. Not just by my words, by my thoughts and what I'm processing about you, what I do for you, what I can do for you, what I could do for you, what I would do for you. That is where you see the love, by your actions. Love is a verb, it's an action. And to me, right here, this is love. This is the core of love right here, in this circle, inner circle, right here. Who's ever on this live call right now, and whoever listens to the replay, this is love. This is the beginning of coming with your heart to the center and say, this is how and what I'm feeling, and no judgment. This is when we come into each other and say, how can I help you? But in the same time, give the space. Because there's nothing to fix here. It's just coming together as one heartbeat. And know that you are not alone. And when somebody comes and reveals themselves truthfully, you can resonate because you can see it and you've been there. And that's what makes it so special, when you can be vulnerable, when you can lean forward and not this is an absolutely beautiful demonstration. We get to practice. We're never going to perfect it, but isn't it beautiful to practice? Isn't it beautiful to feel and express? It's the most beautiful thing to be a human. It's a beautiful thing. I used to deny it so many times because I couldn't feel. I didn't want to feel. No, shut it down. Where does it go? It just infests. It just doesn't go away. It just comes up, and whatever you don't learn, it's going to repeat itself. That's why when it comes, you say, oh, please, God, open my heart. Allow me to see what I need to know here and allow me to move forward. Because, yeah, we either can be stuck, we either oscillating, or we create, like we in the creative structure. It's either in the flow. Which one are you going to want to be? And that is just the learning loop of it all. It doesn't have to be complicated. We do not have to repeat on what we've done or what we haven't done. It's now, right now, this moment. What are we going to do now? There's still 3 of us standing. Very interesting. Not surprised, but very interesting. You know what they say about 3? The number 3? It's a pattern. It's an easy pattern to follow. The number 3. Do things in 3s. Yeah, do patterns. Yep.
Still here, huh, guys?
Yes, I am.
Mm,
I'm here.
thank you. Mm,
I'm here.
mm. I had to go stand in my power.
Amen. Oh, yes. Amen.
In my truth,
Yes.
in my pain, and my grief,
Mm, mm, mm.
and speak it. Man, it was horrible. It was horrible. Like,
Horrible. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, from a nothing, what I said, did it even come close to what I meant? That it was all in love.
Yes.
And I feel better. I feel better.
That's awesome. That's really awesome.
And I feel better too. Because when you hurt, I hurt.
Mhm.
When you sad, I am sad. When you are heartbroken, I am heartbroken.
Mhm. And I got something I can work with.
Hmm. Move that
That's all I
needle.
need.
Move that needle. Move the needle.
I'm not taking punishment any longer.
Amen. Come on. That's it. Now I hear that. I hear that. And it's so hearing that. I love this. And I thank you, Jesse. I thank you for everything. I thank you. I just thank you. This is so powerful. And for you to say that, oh, it's like me. And this is where you go within and know that I can resonate with that. And this is the power of being vulnerable, being in your heart, just showing up and saying, this is what is. And this is now. Because that punishment, being punished, oh,
Yeah, I feel the truth in that.
oh, I feel the truth in that. It's like that sets you free. It set me free. And this is what's so amazing. This is really the power. This is truth. This is letting go. Oh, it's just beautiful. I'm telling you, yeah. Thank you. And stop running away. Hiding. Oh my God. Hiding, trying to figure it out. All on your own. Oh, it's just been there, done that. I'm choosing not to do that. And I get to say thank you this morning. Honestly, thank you. This is a whole new other level. Yeah. This is wow. Like an eagle that soars up in the sky through everything. I thank you. Oh my God, thank you.
Thank you.
Oh,
Mm.
thank you.
Well, I'm gonna complete for the
Yes,
day in
me
case.
too.
Yeah. Thank you for the space.
Yeah, take a Jesse's Day today.
Hmm.
I think you
Yeah.
deserve that. Do what your heart wants you to do.
Yeah, and I'm wrapping my arms
'Cause-
around you also.
I felt it. I felt
Because
it all morning.
we all know that emotion is energy in motion. So I would imagine pain would be like a low emotion, like low energy, I would say. So how to add energy to move through it, then I think it's like honor your heart and make your heart sing,
You got this,
because I know
Jess.
it can.
It might be a long, feels like a long ways for the singing, but
You're the man, Jess. You're the man. You're the man. Well, I'm wrapping my arms around you and Pascal. And I thank you that, we stand together, and knowing that we stand together, we're not alone. And that is what it's all about. And that's what we can really put in our awareness of saying thank you for this day. Thank you for the opportunity. Thank you for your voices and for showing up. And again, it's a beautiful thing. I love you, love you, love you.
We
Bye
stand
for now.
together.
We stand together as one. And I mean it. And it sounds like it is a song, hey? We stand together as one. But if you really get the strength of that and knowing that that's our backbone, that's what really pulled us through, what has pushed us through, and what we get to experience every morning with Jesse, because that was his vision. That's the vision that he has created. This is where we can now stand together, not being alone, and speak our truth. So I love you. So thank you.
Yeah, and
Much
I can
love.
say, I told you that, Jesse, but when I first met you, I felt that
Yeah.
it was some anger behind your voice, and now like it's unbelievable, like the change, like the softness now, it's like you're coming back to love. It's beautiful.
True essence. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's true nature. It's his true nature. It's the truth. When I'm feeling, knowing, I always didn't even know, but now that I do know, energetically, with knowing that people that I connect to, I don't even need to know them. But when I met also Jesse, it was just profound. It was profound. And this is what's so beautiful. Maybe you go away, but you always come back. And when you can go away and come back, like Peter and Paul sitting on the wall, Peter fly away, Peter, Paul fly away, come back, Peter, come back, Paul. And that's the thing when meeting Jesse for the years that I've known him, and then you go away, but then you can always come back. And to that is the resonance of your inner strength, your wisdom, your power, and just being of pure love, of service to others. And to that I honor, because I have gone and come back. And now I like to think I'm here to stay if you don't kick me out. But I don't think that will happen. I won't allow that. But I just want to say thanks for letting me come and, go and come back, and allowing me to fly away, but come back and know that I can know we're home and nest and grow and become my absolute best. Because honestly, this life that I'm living now was a dream. This was my vision. Collaborating with people that can really see and be and feel and know that I can express myself and be able to speak my truth. And I know now what my strengths are, and I never knew that. And through this togetherness of being with you, Pascal, and everyone has just given me backbone, and it's given me the one yes that I've always was seeking, that one yes. And that reminds me through my day, I just think of the one yes, and that's all I need. So yeah, I thank you for being my yes. So thank you.
Hmm. Thank you guys for being yes.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes. Yes. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna
knowing
hold you.
yourself better through other people,
Yeah,
through
isn't it just
relationship.
beautiful? Yeah, and you do.
Yeah,
That's what's so beautiful. You really get to know the you that he needs to be you. And
yeah,
when you know that people are not going to just like desert you or leave you, because when everything's good, then everybody wants to know you. Everybody wants to be around you. Everyone will say, oh, you said this and you said that. Once something, just one thing goes wrong, or you just come and you're just not yourself, or you feel whatever, then they have no time for you. You know what I mean? Then it's like, nah, I'll see you at whatever, you know. And to me, that's not love, eh? Love is tough. Love is you stand, and you don't have to say anything. And that's the thing with the expressing of what we're sharing now, because we love so much. We try to let that people know that, but just being here, we didn't even have to say anything. Jesse will be able to know this because we are here. And that's the beauty of love. We don't even need to share. We don't even need to tell. But sometimes, like I say, it's always nice, from the people that you are associating with, that is in your inner circle and in your life. Yeah, this is a relationship. This is what we call a proper, healthy relationship. This is a healthy relationship.
yeah. It's like my wife. Like at night, she never wants me to go to bed. She's like, "Oh, just stay on the couch. You can sleep, but just be there." And I'm like,
Yes. Yeah, it's really
okay.
it's yeah, and like I say, yeah, it's
Yeah,
gonna
she
it's
just
beautiful
like
thing.
my presence, and I like her presence as well. Like you said, like you don't need to do anything
Yeah.
to love someone. You can just be there for them. So
Yeah.
yeah.
So thank you.
Thank you. I felt the hands,
Mm,
the hearts, the
mm,
hugs
mm,
this morning from each of you, the support.
mm, mm,
And it was an obvious action that I
mm,
needed to take, and I took it.
mm, mm, mm,
Nothing like it was scripted, nothing like it should have been, nothing like it needed to. But at the end, it's like, I am now at peace.
Amen. And that's what you
Nice.
want. That's what you want. You want that peace. That's it.
With a lot of work.
A lot of work. There's no doubt about that. It's such a lot of work.
However,
Yes.
I'm excited about it.
Oh, yes. Maybe. Yes. Me too. Me too. I feel it. Like I'm vibrating right now. It's like the shift has come. I can feel it. I feel that shift,
I know. It's
and
amazing.
that's what's so incredible. And that's what I feel, that as a golden light, to allow that to just resonate into your heart and let it just glow now with the peace that passes all understanding for you. And it's just amazing. You are amazing. You really are. You're amazing. Just absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so
Amazing.
great that we didn't hear like that you're blaming someone else. You were blaming yourself. You were just honoring the pain and move through it. Because like if you were to blame someone, that would be a haggling pain. It would just stay there and there and there. And now you just kind of honor it, looked at it.
Yeah.
What can I
Took
learn
responsibility for it. And it's so important to know that the pain, there's a message behind the pain. There's a message. And what I love about pain is that I turn my pain into a message, because my life has been painful. And it's not to be like trying to be some martyr or anything. I'm serious. I know and pain is pain. So we're not here to say which one has got more or less. Pain is pain. But when you can really collaborate and say, I understand and I hold space for you, and I'm sorry that you feel in this way, or you're going through what you're going through, because that's empathy, that's compassion, that's love. And I'm glad that you saw that and that you felt that. And for me to end this call in this note gives me the strength to continue having my perfect average day. Because how I started this day is how I'm going to end it. And I feel like I want to cry. Like I want to cry. Because this is my whole life experience right here, right now. And I get to say, wow. Like, wow, this is magic. This is magic. And this is the feeling that I'm going to choose because I'm choosing it. This is it. Thank you.
Thank you. Honor
Love you.
you, power. Honor your power.
I love you. Thank
I
you.
honor your power. You too, Pascal.
Yeah.
Thank you for. You guys have a wonderful day.
Thank you, Jesse. And
Yeah, you guys
Pascal.
as well, eh?
Okay.
We'll see you tomorrow morning.
Great.
See you
I look
tomorrow.
forward to it.
I love you. Love you. Love you.
Love you.